I'm better now. Aug's latest Facebook post, not the very last one, but the second to last post, he said something like, everyone already knows each other. And everyone is in a technologically managed universal domain. Something like that. And everybody that he's talking about is it's the non-NPC everybody, or as he also mentioned lower down in the post, in the comments section, he said, not the hive mind, which I suppose NPCs would be a part of, like the Borg. All the souled individuals, all the organic individuals, I think is a good way of saying it. And the organic individuals, I don't think there are very many of. At least not in this realm. That's why it's easy enough to make a statement like everyone already knows each other. On the soul level, of course you know everyone. Now, unless he's talking about, this realm as opposed to other versions of multiverses or other places, but I don't think so. There's only one. There's only one place. That was something I was also thinking about earlier, was that the idea of going places in the first place, the idea of going somewhere else. On the micro level, you have, I'm gonna go visit a friend. I'm gonna go have a snowboard trip in the mountains. I'm gonna visit another country. That's on the micro level. And then on the macro level, you have, I'm gonna visit space. I'm gonna go travel to the moon. I'm gonna visit some of the planets. Or I'm gonna invent a spaceship and explore the outer reaches of our galaxy or our solar system. Of course, if you're a flat Earth believer, you can't say that anymore, which is kind of sad. I mean, if you've taken on this idea that space doesn't exist, or whatever other sort of belief systems that come as options for the flat earth theory. And then outside of that, outside of local travel in the galaxy or in the universe, then you have the idea that you're going to visit parallel realities, or you're gonna do some time traveling. And then you have that's still all local. And then you have the idea that you're going to ascend right on out of 3D physicality dimension. Right? You're gonna go 4D or 5D or something like that. Now that's all well and good, and I like the freedom that travel, whether it be local or interdimensional, I like the freedom that offers the individual soul, individual being. But it is misconceived in the sense that you don't ever travel anywhere. You don't ever change locations. You're always in the same spot. Even if you're changing dimensions, you're still in the same spot. It's just now, maybe you're floating through the ether instead of occupying a physical body. The nature of being a living being is that you stay put and everything moves around you. That's the nature of it. Doesn't mean you're special. Doesn't mean you're God. If you would really want to call yourself God. Doesn't mean you're divine. Doesn't mean you're anything. It just means you're the center. Everything moves around you. If you think back through all of your recorded memories, that's how it's always been. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't have I'm not saying it isn't possible to experience things like being in two places at once or something like that, because it probably is possible. But at the same time, it's always tied together. Even if you were experiencing, I'm this being here on Earth in 3D physicality, super dense layer, and at the same time, I can feel an aspect of myself, floating through the astral realms. Well, it's still you here and now, in the middle of it all, experiencing two facets at the same time. See, because many times it's portrayed as if it's this difficult thing to do, it's only for special people, and you certainly are not special enough to do this. And that's of course not true. Anybody can do any of this stuff, and it's all a matter of personal preference. Do you want to try this new experience or not? Time to work. Gotta go. Hope everyone's doing well. Peace and rice. Bye.